and gentlemen of YouTube and the world, so welcome back to another amazing comic show video. Today, Wes and I are going to one of the most exhilarated movies that are breaking records. It's hitting the world. Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds won the big world records for their film. Yes, that's right. Wes and I went to go see Deadpool and Wolverine. That's right, so we're going to give out our biggest, honest, and ridiculous review for the film. We're getting all the hypes for this movie, all the cameos that have been happening. We're going to give out our biggest thoughts and opinions about this movie. So, Wes, let's take it away with you.
Well, we were aware this movie was coming out by almost all of the marketing for it. I knew he just got into it because we were going to see this movie.
And before you I forgot to say this part. If you guys are new to the comic show, don't know exactly what we normally do. If you guys don't know exactly what we do, we do big reviews, such as when we listen to theaters, Plus, Netflix, Prime, and other videos that we do, like trailer reactions and so on and so on. But either way, I forgot to say that. Anyways, continue, Wes. Sorry about that.
Fuck YouTube.
Yes. So, you know, guys, with the drill. So, let's go.
So, we were going to see this movie regardless if they spent like a lot of money on the marketing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And man, the Easter eggs galore. Now,
Beauty.
I don't know if this is be kind of a cold yellow spoilerly, but it's not like in the red zone. But there's a lot of references of a lot of past badass covers of under Wolverine comics.
Yep.
Other X-Men. One of the ones like is crucified. There's a one where I think it was the Day Future Past one, or is it a one with the second Day Future Past? There's a lot of futures.
Oh yeah.
Where Wolverine's always the last X-Men.
Oh yes.
And this one, he was walking the Kurt Russell.
Oh yes.
The hairdo Escape from New York. It was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, forewarning, this movie is better if you get all the references. If you've seen Loki, if you've seen the other Marvel films before MCU,
yes,
you guys will enjoy it.
Oh yeah. And if you guys really haven't seen Loki, I would recommend you guys go see that right now. Otherwise, you're gonna get really confused with what's going on for this entire movie.
I got the clip notes of it.
Yes, we definitely did, because we watched all the shows, we watched all the movies, we don't know what happens. So, yeah, so.
And one thing that's hidden details, that of course, Deadpool breaks the fourth wall. He makes a few jabs at certain people on the internet. And it was awesome.
Oh, yes.
Oh, man, and the violence is good.
Oh, yeah.
Soundtrack was like practically my Spotify playlist, practically.
Especially the beginning song of the movie.
That's not actually on my playlist, but I'm gonna add it.
Just because Deadpool did it. Ow!
Yeah, I'm gonna add that to my playlist. We're going off topic.
Yeah, either way.
And there was a lot. Like you said, there's a lot of good cameos.
Oh.
Like a fruit with appearances. There's actually one I actually never heard of. But
Yes.
I don't know if it'll be it probably won't be a spoiler because they're probably not gonna do it. But if you know, you know. A certain actor who's been known to play Superman.
Yes,
and
was kind of hinted to be,
when they were gonna rumors they were gonna make their own Wolverine for the MCU.
Yeah.
And they're looking for few actors who could play it, and there was like a lot of options.
Yeah, there was like, a few actors like, Henry Cavill and, Robert Pattinson and blah, 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 and Daniel Radcliffe. But there was one specific actor we knew
The
that we
guy
played.
from Stranger Things, who plays what's her name's brother, who one gets killed.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
He was actually one of the top choices to
Yes,
play
he
Wolverine
was.
in the MCU.
And there's one actor that they basically really wanted to do, which he was actually one of Wes's favorite games and show on Netflix, The Witcher, which I kind of figured who he was going to be. Henry Cavill!
Oh my god, he is so buff. I don't know if he actually worked out more or did they CGI added more, but he was like Superman built.
Oh
Weird.
yeah.
He was like, what the fuck, dude? Compared to Hugh Jackman, he looks like a little tweet.
Oh yeah, and he was smoking that big cigar. I was like, oh fuck, man. It was great, guys.
I
It was
agree
fucking
with
great.
Deadpool. I'm with that team. I'm with that.
Oh yes, and I gotta say, this was by far the best movie I've seen with Deadpool, and he broke the many fourth walls in this movie.
Oh yeah, and they were actually a pretty good fourth wall breaking. Good jokes.
Yeah, especially with Kevin Feige.
Yeah. Oh, that Marvel money, man.
But either way, yes, there's a lot of cameos, and there were some that we kind of did see in the trailers, which we did see, X-23 and a few other interesting characters. We're not going to mention because it didn't show in the trailer, but there was a lot of actors, especially we did see Chris Evans.
As Captain America. Yeah, Captain America.
Yeah, mhm.
Yeah. And a few other things. Plus, if you're like a super film comic nerd, there's a lot of extras, like characters from extras from other X-Men movies
Yeah, it's like others, few past villains.
appear in the background.
Well,
Now,
we did see him in the final trailer where it showed Cyber 2, Lady Deathstrike,
and you got your
Exazel.
Exactly. And if you're a casual viewer, you probably have no clue who the hell are those guys in the background.
Yeah.
And honestly, we don't blame you if you don't know. Not everyone is a nerd like us. Not everyone, like our mothers,
Yeah.
they don't know half the people in the background.
No.
Half of them don't even know who X-23 is. And I can tell them, it's the girl, it's Logan's daughter. They're like, oh,
With the two
okay.
claws, and she doesn't have a claw like in her foot or
Yeah.
two.
That was.
Ooh. Ooh.
But yeah, in other words, go see this movie. Go. If
It's-
you've been hesitating, I still don't know if it's still considered part of the MCU. They kind of left it open ended.
Yeah. Because they did mention that the Paradox guys mentioned they're on the sacred time, which is the actual time for the MCU. So I'm wondering if it actually is in part of the in the
Yeah,
MCU.
it's kind of confusing.
It is kind of confusing a little bit. So, but the way how it ended, yeah, I think Deadpool is
It's-
actually in the MCU.
open ended.
Yes, ish. But it is stated that Deadpool and Wolverine are actually now at the Disney parks and their theme parks now. So that could be a little hinty hint.
Now this is a theory, and they might. So, go see this movie. Right now, we're going through super spoilers.
Yes, sorry about that.
So, bye bye. Like, subscribe. But if you already seen the movie, we're gonna go.
Yeah. And so for the biggest rating, we think we should give this Wes, since it's like one of the most anticipated
5 out of
movies
5.
of the world.
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5? I totally agree. 5 freaking 3 claws of Wolverine. Oh yes. 6 claws. 6 claws. We're gonna give it 6 claws. Oh, and there's a big scene at the very end which has showed a whole bunch of Deadpool variants.
If you
Oh
want.
my god.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. And
Well, that's actually kind of a mini spoiler.
yeah, well,
Well,
it's not,
actually, no, they
and
said
it did show it in the trailer.
Yeah, Lady Deadpool.
And it actually is confirmed that the person who did do the voice for Lady Deadpool is actually confirmed. It is actually Blake Lively. So,
Okay, so yeah. So we're going to get into a heavy spoiler and theory time. So, bye.
so thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in our next movie review. Probably well, there's 2 in August. There is the Alien Romulus, and there was that one beginning of August. I can't remember which one that was.
We'll see.
But we'll see. I'm excited for Alien Romulus. It looks pretty awesome. And it has more of that more horror-ish vibe back when first Aliens came out. So we're excited. See you guys then, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out! Rah!
Okay, I hope you stayed around because we're going to get some heavy spoilers. So, Blade, Elektra, and Gambit, Channing Tatum's Gambit all showed up, and they mentioned that some of the Fantastic Four members might have died. Chris Evans applies as well as Johnny Storm.
Who? I didn't hear you, Wes. Johnny who?
You know. So here's a theory. I think they're not going to introduce Hugh Jackman in the MCU or Deadpool because they're more of a violent universe, so it's going to be a separate, but it will be. But I do know there are going to probably going to reintroduce some of the other Fox heroes. Because in the news, it's been going around that the Marvel's Blade movies in development hell. So I think, and Wesley Snipes been off the grid for a while.
Yeah.
So technically, they won't retcon the other movies of Blade or the MCU because the Blade movies took place in the early 2000s.
Yep.
And Iron Man didn't take place till 2008. So technically, it won't mess up the timeline because, yeah. So I think they might bring Wesley Snipes back as Blade. I never seen the Marvel's Netflix shows, but did they ever bring back Alexa? Have they ever introduced her?
I have no idea.
If they haven't, they got someone.
I mean, I have watched some of the seasons for like Luke Cage and all that other shows.
Because the way we introduced Daredevil.
Yeah.
So why not bring the original Elektra, and they'll meet up? They could actually fit because in the Elektra movie that came out 2004, 5.
Yes.
There was no big end of the world event, so no one will even know. So, other words, I'm trying to say is, all the Fox superhero films, other than Fantastic Four, because the whole Silver Surfer thing, they would have mentioned it. So, but like Daredevil, Elektra, Blade, they're all going to be in the MCU because they came out before 2008.
Oh yeah.
So they won't affect the main timeline. They could say, because Elektra's like, she's rich. She could be living in exile, fighting ninja demons. She could have a crossover. She could be introduced to Shang-Chi sequel. Because she has magical powers. It's the thing. So yeah, that's my big spoiler review. And yeah, I think they're going to recast Logan and they're going to bring Henry Cavill as Wolverine. And yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. So, bye.